The woman who wrote a letter to Senator Dianne Feinstein (DCA) accusing President Trump's latest nominee to the Supreme Court of sexual assault when they were in high school has decided to shed her anonymity and step into the public limelight. Christine Blasey Ford, now a clinical psychology professor at Palo Alto University, was a teenage girl in suburban Maryland when the incident took place, according to an account in The Washington Post. She decided to come forward to claim ownership of the narrative after incomplete details of the story dripped out in the wake of Senator Feinstein's announcement on Wednesday that she had received a letter detailing the assault from someone who wanted to remain anonymous and had forwarded it to the Justice Department for investigation. After seeing the story leak, Professor Ford decided that she should be the one to tell it. She gave The Washington Post a detailed account of what happened that summer night more than 3 decades ago. Ford said that one summer in the early 1980s, Kavanaugh and a friend, both stumbling drunk, Ford alleges, corralled her into a bedroom during a gathering of teenagers at a house in Montgomery County. While his friend watched, she said, Kavanaugh pinned her to a bed on her back and groped her over her clothes, grinding his body against hers and clumsily attempting to pull off her one-piece bathing suit and the clothing she wore over it. When she tried to scream, she said, he put his hand over her mouth. I thought he might inadvertently kill me, said Ford, now a 51-year-old research psychologist in Northern California. He was trying to attack me and remove my clothing. Professor Ford said that she only managed to escape after Kavanaugh's friend and classmate at Georgetown Prep, Mark Judge, joined the pile and sent all 3 of them tumbling. She quickly fled the room and locked herself in a bathroom before fleeing the house. She says she told no one about the incident until she went to couples therapy with her husband in 2012 and provided the newspaper with portions of their therapist's notes from the visit in which she discussed what happened. The notes do not mention Kavanaugh by name, according to the account, but say she reported that she was attacked by students from an elitist boys' school who went on to become highly respected and high-ranking members of society in Washington. The notes say 4 boys were involved, a discrepancy Ford says was an error on the therapist's part. Ford said there were 4 boys at the party but only 2 in the room. Notes from an individual therapy session the following year, when she was being treated for what she says have been the long-term effects of the incident, show Ford described a rape attempt in her late teens. The newspaper reports that the White House's only response to the now public accusation against its nominee was to forward a copy of the statement that Kavanaugh made last week after the reports of the allegations first started coming to light. I categorically and unequivocally deny this allegation. I did not do this back in high school or at any time, Kavanaugh claims. The Washington Post contacted Mark Judge, the man who was allegedly in the room with Kavanaugh and Ford during the assault, but he declined to comment. Judge has previously denied that the accusations are true. It's just absolutely nuts. I never saw Brett act that way. Judge told the Weekly Standard on Friday. However, despite allegations that Ford's accusations were a last-ditch attempt by Democrats to stop Kavanaugh's nomination, the newspaper revealed that the professor had contacted them through a tip line at the beginning of the summer when Kavanaugh's name turned up on short lists of possible nominees. She even hired a Washington, D.C.-based lawyer who specializes in sexual harassment cases.